A sea of outrage emerged from Western leaderships after a missile strike killed 2 and injured 16 at Kiev's largest children's hospital, with the US vowing to send more military aid in response. Yet when Israel struck dozens of hospitals inside the Gaza Strip using mainly US weapons, killing hundreds and injuring thousands in total, there was almost complete silence. Today we live in an era of double standards, where the corporate media and Western leaders pretend to operate as moral actors, enforcing a so-called rules-based order when it comes to the war between Ukraine and Russia, but actively back the Israeli genocide in the Gaza Strip with its weapons, news coverage, and diplomatic cover. Washington will confidently stand firm condemning Russia for annexation, occupation, and the invasion of Ukrainian territory. Ironically, in April of 2022, US President Joe Biden even called Russia's military assault on Ukraine a genocide, when today the total civilian death toll in Ukraine is set at around 10,600, with another 20,000 injured in a country of 38 million people. On the other hand, the official Gaza death toll is roughly 38,300 killed, with around 88,300 reported injured, and more than 10,000 reported missing under the rubble, according to the Gaza Health Ministry. Yet, according to a study published in the Lancet Medical Journal, the true Gaza death toll could reach 186,000 dead, based upon their conservative estimates. Keep in mind, this has been inflicted by Israel in only 9 months, on a population of 2.3 million. Again, with the tragic bombing of the Kiyv Children's Hospital, there were 2 deaths and 16 injuries as 2 floors of the building collapsed. This triggered an emergency UN Security Council session and received unanimous Western condemnation. If we take a look now at the Israeli decimation of Gaza City's Al-Shifa Hospital, the largest hospital complex in the besieged territory, at least 409 people were said to have been killed, while there were over 1,500 between the dead, injured, and missing. The entire medical complex was put out of service. Mass graves containing hundreds of civilian bodies were found at the site, entire buildings bombed and burned beyond recognition. Yet, no UN Security Council session was called for. There was silence from the US and allied governments, while it was Washington that justified the original assault on Al-Shifa Hospital to begin with, falsely claiming that it was being used as a Hamas base. If we look at the official figures for attacks on Ukraine's healthcare infrastructure since the beginning of 2023, there have been 40 healthcare professionals killed in around 425 attacks, with 12 plus hospitals damaged or partially destroyed, and the healthcare system remaining functional. In comparison, attacks on Palestinian healthcare infrastructure in 9 months have killed over 500 plus healthcare professionals, while there were over 1,000 plus attacks in the first 5 months of the war alone. This is in addition to all 36 hospitals in Gaza having been destroyed, damaged, or being rendered non-functional, as the healthcare system there has completely collapsed. Sometimes it almost seems wrong to put these statistics next to each other in order to prove how much worse things are in Gaza, because war is war and human suffering shouldn't be a competition. Yet, due to the double standard approach, this has to be done in order to expose what can only be put down to racist favoritism.